tickets, those things are like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how. Seems like a lot of money to get a ticket to watch something for a few minutes.
Well, it looks like it might rain over there.
I hope it rains, John.
Yeah.
I do.
You know, we're about 4 inches above average right now, or a little over 4 inches.
Really?
Nearly 4.5 inches above average right now.
Wish it would
So,
rain, John. It's supposed
yeah.
to rain today. I mean, you
Maybe.
never know.
Says like 30%, but
Well, that's probably, I don't know. Just on weather, I don't know. Where do you go to find your weather?
yeah, I could just go to KVOA. That's what I do.
Okay, VOA. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is that channel 4? You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Radio station weather. Oh, here it is.
So, what do you think about how things are going with the politics? Yep.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. I hope it happens. I really do. I mean,
do too, John.
they might get Trump as president again, but I hope not. You know, I think we need to have a change. You know, with somebody else in there.
I do too. 98, 85, 80, 72. I don't know what it looks like. Guide to the Paris.
Supposed to rain a bunch next week.
Contest. Go ahead. Oh, this is for a monster master.
One of the doggies that I was working with, his name is Cash. Yesterday, and his deadline came and went, and I thought for sure he was going to be put down today, but they found there was a miracle.
You got adopted?
They found somebody that would help him out. So yeah, I don't know how. I don't know if he was rescued, how he was rescued. You know, but I think one of the fosters was able to get it going, so that was cool. Yep. We still got another one today that today's his deadline, so or her deadline actually, I should say. But she's black doggy, so she might not be shiny and pretty enough to attract.
Black dogs are not as frequently adopted out.
Right. Yeah. They don't get adopted as quickly as the lighter colored ones.
Huh.
Yep. And tomorrow I'm gonna go to the Humane Society. So that'll be nice. I'll be able to take my car for the first time over there in a while. There's a couple dogs over there that don't work with me, but most of them do. I probably get about 90-95% of the ones of the doggies are pretty cool with me, but then there's a couple that really have a hard time. Maybe they,
Mhm.
you know, maybe it's the man thing or it's
Yeah,
the wheelchair
it's got
like
all of
we're talking about.
it. So it's a 96, 50% precipitation, I'm sorry, did it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, 50-50.
I guess it's supposed to rain a bunch next week, maybe,
Never
or
know.
there's
I
a
wish
lot
it
of
would.
possibility next week.
I wish it would rain, John.
Yeah. Even though we're 4 inches above normal, over four
Yeah, I've
inches
always
above
liked
normal,
rain.
it's always. I mean, the plants seem to like it quite a bit.
Yeah, I just like to cool off the ground, and just a change in weather is always so nice to me, for me.
Yeah, I saw. I was at one of the intersections yesterday, and it was just a normal intersection. There wasn't. I don't remember any specific streets or anything like that, where I was or anything like that. But I was like, darn, it was so green. I was so
Yeah.
happy because it was still quite green.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of weeds that were growing, but at least they were growing. Instead of.
Yeah, I got all my weeds cut down. He was over here yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that. Your yard looks really clean.
I'll just check it and get it to. I see.
Speaking of that, the city of Tucson comes in around our neighborhood, and the there's a canal or a little canal right next door.
Yeah.
Right next to our place, and
yeah,
that gets a bunch of growth in it. A bunch of
it does.
the Palo Verde trees and the
They come in
creosote.
and clean it out.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they do pretty soon because I when I turn and go on to the main street of Columbus, I have to look over there, and I can hardly see anything because there's so much
growth.
Growth, yeah, green growth, but
Mm-hmm.
growth nevertheless. So hopefully they'll take care of that a little bit. Oh, and another thing I was going to tell you was that we took Osita. She's 17 years old. Took her to the vet because she has a heart murmur, so they can't put her they can't give her an anesthetic to make her take a nap while they work on her teeth.
Yeah.
So she had huge amounts of tartar build up on her teeth.
Imagine.
It was bad. It was really, really bad. But I tried to work on it for a couple weeks at least. But I have to be careful because I don't want to piss her off too much. But then at the same time, I want to be aggressive and I want to get this stuff, the tartar out, and because it's not going anywhere, unless you kind of have to be kind of rough with it. So anyway, I tried to get as much of it as I could, and I think the vet saw that I tried. She saw that I tried, and so she said, after I picked up Osita, a few hours later, she said, well, her secretary said, that she was surprised they weren't that bad. I mean they could have been worse, and it could have been a lot better, but she was surprised at how well it was. So I guess that was kind of my way of saying, or that was kind of my interpretation of her saying, keep up the good work, or
keep trying.
Yeah,
it's gotta.
Yeah, there's a big old chunk that she had on her canine, and I was able to work at that a little bit.
I'm surprised she was patient to let you do that.
Well, I have to be very careful with her because if I piss her off too much, she is like gonna say like, hell no, I don't want to do that again. She knows it hurts, or it feels
Yeah.
uncomfortable. But at the same time, she likes the companionship. She likes me to spend time with her, So it's kind of a a double-edged sword, But anyway, I went in there today in her mouth today, and I just saw she had a little bit of crap here and a little bit of crap there, so I was able to get it out, get rid of it, before much. It was a lot easier than trying to get that tartar out, because that's
stuff is stuck on there, and that.
Yeah,
it's just not easy.
It's like concrete, man. Or what are the caliche.
Yeah, it is. It's like caliche. You're right.
Yeah.
Those are hard. Really hard.
Yeah. I always wondered if there was some kind of medicine or some kind of solution that I could give her to soften up that tartar, but
well,
I
it's
don't.
An idea. Look it up.
I don't know.
Is there anything to soften tartar on dog's teeth? What would do it?
Right.
I can't imagine it. I really don't know.
I know that Steve was. Well, I did some research on it.
We used to always give him bones.
Right. Yes. That.
I don't know.
That's what. That's what. Ernesto used to do with his dogs, because he would take his dogs to the vet in Mexico, and the vet was just like, I couldn't believe how clean their teeth were, and it was because he gave them bones. I don't think he was as fastidious about chicken bones. How you have to be careful about that.
Yeah, I don't know. They're awfully soft. I've always heard not to do it.
Well, I did some research on that, and the thing about it is you can give them chicken bones that are raw, that have not been cooked.
Okay.
But once they've been cooked, then they can shatter much easier, and they can shatter in ways that are not healthy at all for dogs. So.
Yeah, I understand. So raw bones, okay.
Raw bones, yeah.
All right, it's good to know.
Yes.
I don't have any around here. She likes the bones you bring her, that's for sure.
And we give chicken feet to Villanova, Osita, and Paco, and
where do you find them?
I don't remember where she got them. Probably over at the
Mexican supermarket.
Yeah. That dollar store, or not the dollar store, what's that place that's
Super or whatever that.
Yeah, right.
Super or something.
Yep.
That's where I used to find them.
Over there on 34th Street or something like that. So, yeah. But yeah, she got the chicken bones, chicken feet for the dogs, and our dogs oh no, that's too yucky. The dogs over at Ernesto's house, they loved them. They thought they were fantastic though. So.
Good. Yeah. This Wegovy commercial is like every other commercial.
What is it?
All the time.
Weight loss?
Yeah, I don't know what it does.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's one weekly. I don't know what, heart disease.
Oh.
Heart disease, something. I don't know. There's so many. I think it's all on TV. There's all kinds of medications they're trying to peddle.
I see.
All the time, John.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, the thing about it is with if they do get Kamala in there, and I think his name is Waltz. they get them in there, then I mean, I know that the government, there's so many people and so many, it's like you can't make a decision. You have to go through him and you have to go through her and you have to, I mean, there's so many checks and balances, it's ridiculous. So there's hardly anything that can get done. But I'm interested to see if she can get anything done that's a little bit different than what we've had so far.
Yeah. I know there's some things she's been working on with the border. I mean, that's kind of a mess, really, you know.
Yeah, it's a sore point.
The border between the United States and Mexico.
Yes.
You know, people trying to come over all the time. It's really difficult.
Yep.
It's a challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they say they were coming over in droves, but
I don't think they're coming over in droves. I think that's an exaggeration. I think I don't think it's that. I mean, I don't know how many people try to. I don't know what there are. How many people really?
But I, you know, I'm, of course,